Hello everybody and welcome for a new video on Fusion 360. This time we will make a tutorial video. So to start, my thing is in French, excuse me, but you will go on solid and you will go on create. It's the same logos, so you will find out what's it in English and I will explain and translate out. So you will go on create, it will be a drawing, I think. So you can go on one of these three yellow shapes. So the bottom one is the best. We will start by doing just a cube. So to make just a cube, all the tools here will change when my computer will actuate. Here we are. So you can just make your cube with a line tool. So you place a point, you decide to make like 25 millimeters, you can click where you want it to be, and if you want it to be very precise, you can also live with that, and you can use your numbers on your keyboard. Like I want it to be 25 centimeters, so it's locked down, but I also want it to be at like 75 degrees, so I can do that. And to change between both, you need to use the tab key, the little two arrows in opposite direction. So like this I can make my perfect thing, and I press enter to make it. So here we are, we have our triangle. We have not a full triangle because I need to place another line, so the line tool between both, and we have our triangle. And maybe we want the base to be a circle. Here we want a circle, so you can use the line, but I want it to be perfectly aligned, so I can just, and as you can see, we have the middle of this one, the middle of this one, and the middle of this one that will just put on screen. So if I take the circle thing, I can go and boom, the little triangle is the perfect middle of my line, so I can go right here. To take off the part here that I don't need to make my thing, I will use the adjust, the little scissors. So I take that, I zoom in, and I can just click on the parts. It will become violet when it's selected. I don't select anything, I just hover my mouse on it and I can just click with left click. So all of that is left and right click actions. So with left click I can take off. So we have our thing, but it's not so beautiful. I don't like the little points here. So I can left click, I will tell if it's left or right. On the congé, it's in French, but I think it will be another thing in English, but it's a little curve here. And you can hover your mouse here and press the left click here, and it will make that, or less or more. So you can drag and drop with your left key on your mouse with that to just change it, or you can also press your numbers. So I want it to be like 2 millimeters and press enter, and boom, it works. And I also want it to be 2 times this thing to make like a shape here. So I will click on my structure, so it will select all of that. If it doesn't, I can click on other parts, and we can, like the other one, left click and drag this, or we can just press our numbers on keyboard, so like 5, press enter, and boom, we have our structure. But this isn't ready to print, it's just a 2D surface. So we will click on the green button here to just finish up, and after you can use or extrusion or push and pull tools, but push and pull, it will transfer to the extrusion one. So if you just want to create, we can use the extrusion thing, and we click on the part that we want to transfer into a structure. And also we can drag and drop with left click, or we can just use numbers on our keyboard. So we have a basic structure here that's not that basic, but it looks nice. We can now use this tool, the congé. Again, it's like the thing that we used in 2D to adjust that, but we can also use that on the surface here. So you can make like this a little shape. I messed up. So you click here and you can click on all that you want to be like this. So we can click on all those and we can just drag or again use the numbers on keyboard to make that thing. So you press the middle button of the mouse to move around, and if you want to turn your camera, you just have to click Maj and then the middle button. So it's the Maj button on your keyboard and then the middle button, but you can also use the little cube by clicking on the view that you want to take. So here you have your little structure. You can use all of that tips to make a greatest structure, and if you want to see what you've made, you have in body thing, because it's not core, because it in English it's body, and you have your own body, so you can make it disappear or reappear. And you have your drawings, I don't know what it will be called in English, in esquisse. So you can put that to be seen or unseen with that button again, and you make a structure on that like I've made, it will disappear automatically, and you can make all disappear at once. So thank you for watching and see you for a next tutorial. In the next week we will see how to print that, and after we will make more complicated things and design. So thank you and have a nice day.